And the man fresh from the casting of the new Indiana Jones clip.
Yeah.
The Rat. How are you, mate?
Stop it.
Hey, boys.
What about that rank hat that he wears?
I know, but Rat, you look quite buff.
Yeah, you look good.
What's going on there?
Warren Buffett.
Yeah, you've got the good. You look like a bodybuilder.
Oh, I've been working out.
Have you?
Looking after myself? No.
Your
Playing
neck.
a lot of golf. Playing a lot of golf, Fletch.
You look like a thick neck. I like thick necks.
Are you serious? I'm looking at it now. It looks like a head on a stick.
You haven't given me a compliment in 2 years.
Hey, Rat, by the way, it's Sattler's behind this. Sattler's been remonstrating behind the scenes to get this golf day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our show versus your show.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, gotta have it.
one of your confidants has reached out to me aware of said day, and I'm playing with him on Monday. Starts with G, ends in ad on Monday.
Oh, yes.
He's reached out, so I'm playing with him.
Good
Yeah,
one.
the great Gad.
You'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Who's that, Rat?
I just a mate of mine from Sydney.
You're not going to name him?
Gad.
Oh,
His name's Gad.
His name's
okay.
Gad.
There you go.
Okay, what about this? Before
Yep.
we invite the listeners, we'll just have a bit of a recce.
Yep.
What about we meet at Port Macquarie?
I like it.
Yeah.
Joel and I fly up.
I've got a contact. This is where we meet, which would be good for everyone. I've got a great contact, the great Jules. Bonville.
I love it.
Coffs Harbour.
We drive down a 3-hour drive for you. You can fly up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Tough calls.
Mate, we can stay there. We
Tough
play in the
calls.
Arvo one day and then we play the morning the next. We
Don't
can
think,
play
do you reckon?
don't think it's going to
around.
suit our game, Sugar.
It's not going to suit
well-
our game.
No.
It will suit your game.
See how bullish old neck man is?
Yeah. Is that reason for us not to push
Mate,
out?
I have never. I'll give you this tip, Fletch. I've been there a number of times. Played there. We used to stay there with the Wallabies. Never in my life have I had a good round there.
Yeah,
It's
no,
tough.
you're too keen. That gave
I
me-
just
gave
love it.
away.
I just love the whole environment. Have you played there, Fletch?
I have, and I reckon, no word of a lie,
Yep.
easily I lost 25 balls. Easily.
Oh, it's one of the hardest
Really?
courses in Australia.
Easily. It
That
goes into
hard.
that.
It's hard.
There's like a Venus flytrap just sucks your
Yeah,
balls.
we're going to play
Mate, I don't want to hear
Ambrose.
what's sucking
No,
your balls.
it's not. It's
We'll
not.
play Ambrose.
No, it's not Ambrose.
You have to play Ambrose for that.
One day's Ambrose. Ambrose.
no,
Next day's
You-
No
you
Ambrose.
play- You
Same
play.
Yeah.
No, you play match play. Yeah, best ball, but then you play second ball count. So everyone's involved.
We're going to take a Friday off. We'll play Friday, Saturday.
But it can't be one of those things because, Brian, you and I are that. We are the radio equivalent of bipolar, where we come up with an idea and we never follow through. Right?
No, I'm definitely doing this.
So it's
Yeah.
on Sattler. Sattler's more
Yep.
consistent than us.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
on him to push
Set
through,
the dates.
stake in the ground, make it happen.
All right. Well, if that's the case, yeah, Sugar and I are a little bit disappointing in that. You're going to have to fly down.
Okay,
when you fly down
Yep.
and we play down in Cronulla, that means I feel obliged. I go,
We're going to play Cronulla.
Well, it's in Sydney.
Oh, aren't we going to Bonville? We're not going to Bonville now.
So Frankie Barrett from Newcastle has reached out and said Cypress Lakes could be a go at Newcastle.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
I
player.
need a
Okay.
little bit of night action. I can't be
Okay.
stuck in that hotel. Or like
Come
a
down to Cronulla, Brian.
room. Yeah.
Come
we'll
down to
go to all
Cronulla.
these, and we'll have a euchre night
Yep.
on the first night.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And the problem is, I get first night fever.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but I'll
You're not on your own there.
Okay, this is what we do.
No, right.
So the boys,
Rampant.
you were
Rampant
talking about
amongst
doing an
ex-footy
OB.
players.
Yep.
We do our show live from Cronulla Golf Club.
Okay.
Yep.
Your show into our show into a euchre night.
Got it.
Right.
Love
Yeah,
it.
you competition.
Right.
Love
Then the next day,
In like a singing competition.
the next day, survival of the fittest. We turn up. We play golf
Yep.
Yep.
into a race day, like a competition on the races.
Finish
on
off with
Wednesday.
breakdancing.
So
Yeah.
Tuesday night we have the show, and then we march on. We get people to fill in for us.
This is a big go.
Thoughts?
This is a big go.
I'm liking the sound of this.
Yeah.
I'm
liking this, Sattler?
where this is
This,
going.
oh, mate, this is an annual event.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to
And
end
then
up
next
being.
year you can host it. We'll host it.
Yep.
Righto.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what about St Mick's? You want to play there?
Can you get us on?
Well, aren't you a member there?
No.
Fitzy said there's a photo of Rat on the wall at Bonneville.
There
Is that
is.
true?
Oh, that's why he wants us up there.
Yeah, we're not playing there.
Hey, Rad, just talking about that photo of your luscious neck. What a day up there at Seabus.
It was a beauty, wasn't it?
Oh,
NRLW, they went well, had a good win, and then the boys, they turned it on in the second half.
crowd, the vibe. I want to ask you this, and
Yep.
is Kevy on his last legs?
Oh, gee, I mean, what's he been there 4 years now? This is his fourth year.
Yep.
He's if he doesn't make the finals this year, that's 3 out of 4. He's missed the finals.
Oh, they're gone this year.
Yeah, they're not making the finals this year. Yeah,
So
but
they-
that's three out of 4 he's missed. Yeah, I mean, he might get a little bit of grace given the grand final last year.
I think they've got to implement some people in the club that allow him just to coach and not have to worry about anything else. I think Kevy just he tries to worry about everything, and you can't do that in the footy department. So.
What do you put it down to? I spoke to Sats before, just off air. I was just saying, what do you put it down to? Like, is it an attitude thing? Is it because everyone's like, Reece Walsh blowing up at Corey Oates? Like, if they're winning, and he does that, everyone goes, "Oh, that's good." He's focused on.
He's hungry.
Yeah, he's hungry,
Yeah.
and he's still focused. But he does it when they're losing, and everyone's like, "Oh, you can't do that." Like it's like what's. They build a mountain out of a molehill when things are going bad.
Look, the Ezra Mam second year syndrome, that was quite evident with Ezra. And it's not his fault. It's just that everyone worked him out.
Work him out, yeah. Well, I saw a couple of effort areas that were a little bit disappointing on the weekend.
Defensively,
from a few members of the Titans, of the Broncos, sorry.
But that was only because they were so tired. And they just don't look to be tough enough.
Yeah, but my very simple...
Now, this was in the first half I'm talking about.
Yeah.
My very simple analysis, boys, is you take the Melbourne Storm out of things because Bellamy's been there at the helm, but those single city towns who have massive success, the Broncos, the Cowboys, the Warriors, they are treated like royalty in the whole off-season.
Correct.
And they just very rarely back it up. I know the Broncos did back in the day, but that was back in the day with no salary cap, right? So they just had the best players by a country mile. But when you're on an even playing field, you have to keep those efforts up. And they just clearly... I was saying to Brian before, boys, I remember when we were struggling, which was most of my career, and we'd go to the Broncos, and even if they weren't flying, you'd go to a nightclub, and... they were still... It was like the Beatles turned up when the Broncos turned up. But really, like, they were just another team.
Yeah, but, a lot of the senior players play a big role in that as well. And, even though they had players like Kevy and Alfie who loved a good time, they also knew when to switch that off and switch the other part back on again. And
Well, I'll tell you, I think I want to have to ring Desi and get him to tell the Titans to throw out the anchor. Because they've finished every season well, and then they probably get treated like royalty in the off-season, and then they've been starting the seasons like crap.
Yeah.
There you go.
Was he bruising, by the way?
Yeah.
Was he bruising, Des?
He's one of the greatest bruisers of all time.
A little bit.
He was.
Hey,
little bit. Well, he bruised Wallabies. He dropped that in.
Yeah. Hey,
Like you could have just said I played a bomb, but you didn't have to add. I was up there with the Wallabies.
No, I said he's Desi bruising.
Oh, I thought you
the
meant
whiteboard.
No, Rat's a bruiser. Hey, Joel and Fletch, can we talk about Sunia Turuva just deliberately singling out that kid in the crowd and kicking the ball into his face?
That was crook. That was crook. You can't be doing. Talk about being arrogant.
Mate, what about that poor kid? He ended up with summer teeth. Some are there, some aren't.
Yeah, but it was his name's Tobias, and they were saying that it was loose. But what the tooth fairy, the tooth fairy, I never got a pair of boots.
No.
Of a premiership winner.
No,
So
exactly.
this is very, very good. Well done, young Tobias. Imagine all the kids out there next time just sticking their barries out, just hoping to get kicked in the mouth.
Okay, so boys, there's a former great player listening to us right now. He's just texted me. And so when I say this name, I just want, first thing that comes to your mind, Rat, Sugar, Fletch.
Yep.
Okay, Joel, you go first. Brent Tate.
Oh, right side premiership try scoring. In fact, what comes to mind? 2006, the trilogy. Australia, Queensland, premiership try scorer.
This is more than one word.
Yeah, it's more than one word. It's first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
It's not a
Fletch.
Okay. Dirtbag.
Yep.
boogie board.
Yep. So we were talking about necks earlier on. He has got the skinniest neck of all time.
Yeah. Meter eater.
Yep. Yeah.
Eater of amongst other things. Let's do this. Sorry, boys. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Can you believe the facts didn't come out? The Dear Gerard didn't come out when we had Gerard on.
Yeah.
We had Gerard Waitley on and we didn't get the facts. Okay, boys. Now we need some help. Dear Gerard, I am uncomfortable about my girlfriend's recent suggestions to spice up our sex life. Something has made her racier all of a sudden. She keeps asking to try S&M.
Oh.
Is that Stephen Michael? I really don't want to do any of this, but I don't know how to refuse. I am 31. She is 42.
Okay.
Cougar.
Yeah.
She's a fair bit older than me and much more experienced too. We've been together for a year and I've really fallen for her. She's gorgeous, clever, and she keeps me on my toes. She's always been adventurous when it comes to intimacy. She loves role-playing and dressing up. She says ordinary sex is too vanilla and boring. Recently, her tastes have become more extreme. She says that she can't get excited if there isn't an element of risk. Previously, I was happy to indulge her. I've never said no to sex in public places, and I find blindfolding her a turn-on. But now I'm concerned because she's even started to mention joking. This, for me, is another thing entirely. It scares me. I don't want to do it or receive it. Why would I want to hurt the woman I love? And I don't want to get hurt by the woman I love. I'm not prepared to take a risk. I would be devastated if she came to harm. I am scared that if I refuse her new tastes, she may get bored of me or that she will go out looking for someone else.
Already bored.
I'm not into pegging, but she's also mentioned that. Should I say yes and hope that if we try it once, she won't want to do it again? Please,
live a little.
Peter, the frightened pegger.
Live a little, Peter.
Live a little?
Live a little.
Just
So this is coming.
She's already
just
out.
open your boundaries up.
Nah, you can't, boys. You can't be doing this. She's
But Brian-
40. She's 41. She's 42. She's on her last
she's a risk
legs.
taker. She's already taken risks on the pegger.
Nah. Well, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be sending her over to France and saying, "Hey, love, have a look at this pole vaulter. Have a look at this diver.
You know what I'd be doing?
If you want to get pegged, peg that."
I'd be investing in Sattler and Co. and getting his forensics surveillance on the and then I'd be straight out of there because I reckon she's $1 to be taking more risks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's, she's taking risks with her. What else?
Sattler and
she's
Co.
taking?
Sattler and Co.
Yeah, just
If
set
you
up-
think your partner's on the go, call Sattler and Go.
Where can we get those Nest cameras from? You know, the nanny cams and stuff.
Yeah.
Where do we
Got
get
a
them
few
from?
of those.
Do you get is there a warehouse or a wholesale
So
outlet?
if you Google a place called Oz Spy,
Oh yeah.
You know what? In
There
all
you go.
sincerity, if we did a joint venture with Sattler and Co.,
Yeah.
our listenership are the demographic. We would make a fortune.
What?
Yeah.
If
What's
Sattler
spying?
and Co. was just,
Maybe that should be a sponsor.
it'd be all like hush hush. We wouldn't give any names out.
We're terrible. Mate, as soon as we found out a listener, I'd be all over it on a Monday morning.
Tuesday, every week.
I'd say
Straight
Greg
give
from
up.
Blacktown.
dirtbag.
Yeah, stop eating that.
Righto, boys.
Go back to your apples, Greg.
Now, speaking about surveillance, my mail is Harry Grant is on the show today.
He is. Great lad. Good kid.
Looking forward to it, lads.
Gives it to Munster. Before you let us go, guys, Luke says, Origin of SEN, 3 days, 3 separate events. Get the sales team onto it, Brooks.
Sattler, we don't follow through, right? So it's on you.
It's on me.
you.
Okay. I'm all
Oh,
over
we're
it.
not coming
we're
to
in.
Sydney. You're coming up here.
I'll
No,
get half-
we won the Origin. You have to
No.
come down and play here.
No, how to win friends and influence
Women
people.
won
If they
the
want it to
Origin
happen,
too.
they
We
need
won
to
the
come
women's
down
Origin.
because they know how rats are.
Yeah,
Built
you won
up.
the
Yeah,
women's Origin. That's
exactly.
fair enough, but we won
Hey,
the
come
men's.
to Bonneville. Bonneville's perfect.
No, because you've got
the
some.
listeners have got to be
I
involved.
love that too.
Yeah,
No.
but
Tourists
get
is off the
Bonneville.
video. We've got a break, boys.
Sorry, boys.
Talk to you soon.
See you, little
Sorry,
peggers.
Daddy.
Fun police
Bye.
tourist.